Does that make sense? Cool.
Alright, so Jordan did go last. So she will pick our next person that comes up to spin our wheel. Yes. Eeny, miny, mo. Everyone's gonna crack them up here at some point.
Yeah.
Very next. 2 seconds, or else we're gonna pick. What did you pick?
Taylor Perry.
Okay.
That's my girl.
Ooh. Ooh, you got it.
Ooh.
Yeah, Taylor.
You get it. One of mine.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's fun.
So the Joan are parents, Veteran Center. So just give it to us how you would on a tour.
Okay, so to my far right, we have the Joan and Argand Veteran Center. They provide, they support more than 3,000 military-affiliated students, including reserve, active duty veterans, and family members. They also have, they have been consistently rated as a national, or they have helped us to be consistently rated as a nationally top-ranked university to with military and veteran programs.
Yeah. Woo!
So how did Taylor do?
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, you did a great job. You hit like a lot of the points that were on the first grade. Obviously, because you were up here, you were trying to figure out your problem spot, but yeah, you got a lot of it. So good job. All right, so who wants to go? You get to pick.
You got it. Okay, you got it.
Okay. So the College of Education has many top-rated graduate programs and also includes family and child development majors. And some programs that the College of Education offers can lead to jobs in school counseling and middle school, elementary, and high school teaching. That's all I got for you. I'm sorry.
All right. So for the College of Education, what are some things that could have been added, or what was on the transcript? Yeah, Sarah?
The only reason why I know is because my college is liberal studies.
Yes. So there's 2 majors, right? So child and family development and liberal studies. So there's the 2 undergraduate degrees offered. And they did a good job with the credential program, so they prepare professional educators to be elementary, middle school, high school, and special education teachers. And then Gabrielle also mentioned the graduate programs to prepare professional educators in higher ed administration, marriage and family therapy, school psychologists, school counselors, vocational rehabilitation counselors. So it's a lot, right? So
I think an easy way to remember is the bachelor, credentials, master's, doctorate.
yeah, exactly. So you just kind of go through the different, I guess, degrees, right?
Bachelor, credentials, master's, and doctorate. That might be helpful.
All right. So pick our next ambassador.
Cap.
Woo! Oh, you got it. It's an all caps.
Okay, so here we, okay, wait, you have to do the housing portion, or like the residential
intro to like.
Is it all of it?
Yeah, so the portion where you talk about housing and then.
Okay. Okay. So here we are. We're going to our residential halls. It's about the experience, not the building. At SGSU, we don't actually allow you to pick what building you're going to be in, but I think that adds to the experience. Okay, you can pick what style of dorm you want, so you can pick single, double, or triple. There's quad options as well as like apartment style. Okay, living in the residence halls leads to a better return rate for SGSU students, so they're more likely to come back their second year if you live in the residence halls. As you get higher, higher GPAs. Thanks, Cyril. Bullies out there. I think it's like 11 to 13 something%, right? Higher GPAs for those students who are living in the residence hall their first year. There's some more stuff, but that's all I'm going to do right now.
The housing portion is pretty lengthy, right? So it's a lot for you all to be able to give to the participants. So what are some things that you would include? So how would you start it off? How do we start it off? Megan?
Did you know you have to live on campus for your first year?
Yeah, so you want to ask them, who here is from a high school that is outside of or if you know, if you have to live on campus. And then you can kind of go into explaining that the live-on requirement for freshmen and sophomores if they graduated from a high school north of the 56 freeway or highway. Some of them might be like, oh, what freeway is that? So you might want to be a little bit familiar with where the 56 is, which is just north of San Diego State. So it's a couple miles north. So if they live north of that, or if they graduate from a high school, then they do have to live on campus.
Or the outside requirement of that. Some of the ambassadors that I've seen like on tour, they'll like remember where people are from and be like, oh, since all of you are out of state or all of you are out of the service area, and just kind of just shows that they're remembering and hearing about like each individual person. So I thought that was like kind of a nice touch.
Yeah, so definitely. So that's a great point. So if you ask those questions up at the beginning, this is another way that you can bring those back. So then, and then Kat went into the different benefits and talked about the academic benefits. You definitely did a great job with that. So first-year students live on campus, have higher GPAs, lower academic probation rates, and are more likely to return their second year to SDSU. In addition, they have higher graduation rates and are most likely to graduate in 4 years than those who live off campus. So who can talk about what are the next sections without looking at your transcript? So what would come after academic benefits?
Personal benefits.
Personal benefits. So what are some of the personal benefits?
Personal benefits would be like living in the residential halls. It's really easy to make friends. Everyone's in the same boat, so everyone's really scared of not fitting in. That's one of the biggest fears. And also, like the residential learning communities is also a personal benefit. Everyone's like working on the same stuff as you. Everyone's like in the same classes. And there's also kind of like activities put on by like the RAs and everything. And it's super close. So it's like 5-minute walk.
Yeah, great job. Marissa, do you want to add to that?
Oh, I was just going to talk about the benefits, like the personal benefits, and then there's simplicity benefits, or if it's like something
Convenience
and
and
simplicity, that everything's just kind of put together in one, and it's all about location.
Yep. So those are also excellent ones. Kat?
I'll try them for.
Yeah.
About the residential learning communities, like types of things.
Yeah, so residential learning communities are a huge one. So there's a big chunk of that on part of the housing script, so you want to make sure that you feel comfortable with some of these. Now that we're talking about these, during your quiz, this was one of the questions that was more, I think, commonly missed, because you talked about, on the quiz that you took last week, you talked about, the meeting friends and, kind of taking the same classes, but we were referring to that question more specifically to the RLC. So what are some resources, services that are just specific to students that live in the residential learning communities? Megan, I think
Well,
I
like,
said
for the academic residential learning communities, like they're all put in like chunks of like classes, like that are specific to those people, so you can like study together and that kind of stuff, and then also you're set on the same floor.
Yep.
You have an academic mentor on that floor.
have an academic mentor, so that's an additional staff member that lives on your floor. So that's also something that you'd wanna differentiate between an RLC and a non-RLC. Olivia,
I was gonna bring up the
academic mentor, is there another one? What other ones? Jonathan?
And I believe the ROCs are the ones that have the Star Center inside the building as well.
Yeah, so some of the buildings do have star centers, but if a building doesn't have a star center, students that live in those residential learning communities can go to, like, say, the one in Tenochca or the one in a different building. Yep.
And
Alexis?
some of the RLCs have like a specific class that you take, with other people on your floor, so they usually give you like, I don't know how to describe it, but they give you like different supplemental stuff than like a normal class would. It's kind of more like to help you with certain things.
Like the discussion class? That
Yeah.
comes with maybe like an RWS class or another GE, yep.
Yeah.
So that's also bringing, maybe you're in elections and having a smaller class.